Make sure that you've already watched the setup video in which we created this initial diagram using the rules and making deductions. If M was begun in a later year than L, then which one of the following could be true? This question is giving us a new and temporary condition to consider the impact of. So if M was begun later than L, then which of the choices are possible in that scenario? So we have our chain of elements already from the initial setup involving G, L, F, M, and H. The new rule tells us that M is later than L. We know from the initial setup that M is before H and that L is also before H. So that allows us to create a chain that's G, L, M, H in a row. And then from the initial setup, we also know that L is earlier than F. So let's redraw our initial diagram so that we can incorporate this new rule and its deductions into a new sketch, and that way we don't get confused with the initial diagram that we have. All right, let's see what deductions we can make from the new information that we have. If M is sometime later than L, which it is in this question, that means that only G and S could be the monuments that are paired in 601. Now we know that L has to be second, because in this question, L has 3 monuments after it, H, F, and M. That means that M has to be third, because M can't be fourth or fifth, according to Rule 3. And that leaves F and H to take up the fourth and fifth spots, although we don't know in which order. So our answer is something that could be true in this situation. A, F was begun in 603. Well, this can't be true because M is in 603. B, G was begun in 602. This can't be true because we deduced that G has to be in 601. C tells us that H was begun in 605. This could be true because we deduced that either F or H could be in 605. For the record, choice D is that L was begun in 603. We know this is false because in this situation, L has to be in 602. And then E is that S was begun in 604, and that must be false because S is in 601. So C is the answer.